Coming up on today's show, we are in Mpumalanga to give you some adrenaline rush by river rafting. We disconnect you from the technology and reconnect you with nature at a camping festival. We take a short left to Botswana for salivating food and drinks. And lastly, we will find out why paragliding in Ghana is worth it.
Mpumalanga remains the home of adventure and all things extreme sport. On fine weather temperatures like this, all you have to do is strap up and take on the Sabi River on a boat.
I'm putting my fears aside to give you the best of adventure. I'm at the Sabi River in Mpumalanga, specifically in Hazy View, just close to the Kruger National Park. Hey, I'm not a water person, but I'm doing all of this for you. I'm about to take this river on a gecko just for you. So Oscar, we haven't gone there. We've gone there, we've done it, got the t-shirt, and sometimes I come home with ama bruises. Samben.
First things first, kloofing, the type of water activity designed only for the brave. With different heights in place, everyone can do it. Once you hit the water, your boat is thrown down to you so that you can use it to get to the other side of the river.
So after close to 2 hours of falling in the water, trying to be on the gecko, also falling on a big boat, and also jumping, I'm still alive. I've actually mastered the art of walking on water. Why swim when you can glide, baby girl? Glide. Glide. But I've got professionals. Hey, you guys though, how did you guys, how do you have so much, it's not even possessed, it's just being brave. How do you do it?
It's just not being afraid. So,
have you done this before?
no.
So how are you not afraid?
Because we jump off of the farm all the time with our stuff.
So tell me about this experience.
Well, it's an amazing experience. If you're an adrenaline junkie like me and my brother there, we love doing stuff, and it's something that makes your blood pump, so you better go and do it again. And you, next time, have to jump off it again.
Actually, she's the reason why I did the first jump, which was actually very nice. I just, look, it takes time, man. You have to jump a couple of times in life for you to do all the jumps. Which one was the most challenging for you?
None of them was challenging for me because I like doing adrenaline junkie. I love doing these type of stuff.
At some point, you were trying to make your mom jump?
Yep, and she did it. She did it. She did the 9 meters one. I'm very proud of her. Right. And she's scared of heights, so she did really well.
So tell me, how long does this experience usually take?
We deal with first-timers, but because we are good at our job, so we teach you everything. We show you how to run the river. We're always with you. We run our safety, so you don't need years, you don't need days. You just need to be here at Siavaya. So as you have done 5 meters, we're 5 meters and got 7 meters. So our highest, it's 10 meters. So it's good. You get to face your fears. You need to break that fear. So if you're ready to face your fears as you have done, so you chicken out. Yeah.
You guys kept on saying one doesn't need to swim. I think there's a bit of swimming that one needs to know how to do.
You got the life jacket. So the life jacket has enough buoyancy on it. So as soon as you pop into the water, it keeps you floating. What you need to do is relax. That's why we're always shouting, relax, we got your back. So if you relax, you don't need to swim. The boys will take you out, you'll be floating, and then the guide will always be with you.
From an action-packed activity to something a little bit more calm, I joined the river rafting squad to complete the 4-hour trip we made to the river.
How many hours have you been in this river?
It was 2 hours and it was so exciting but very scary.
Yeah.
It's a quite experience. I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah. But what was so scary about it?
When you go through the waves where it makes you to go down and up, and it's where it's very scary, and you're trying to hold and you flip also because of our boat also just flip down. And
Here is river rafting with eyelashes. Talk about levels.
Yo! There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I mean, look, dude, like, wow. Okay. I'm impressed. I thought they were going to fall off.
No.
How did you manage to keep them on?
I tried. They are actually coming off little by little, but then it was amazing. So it wasn't about my face or my eyelashes, so about river rafting. So it was amazing.
From the waters to the top of the mountains, we took the quad bikes to the picnic spot.
Then I went for cooking. It's a via adventures where we do quad biking, we do water rafting, we do archery, we do paintballing, and we also do outsources. We do zip lining, we do horse riding. Yeah, so far we also do accommodation. So for people traveling from far, we also offer accommodation for them if they came to do activities.
Getting ready for the camping extravaganza, setting up the tents was somewhat a challenge, but ultimately they got the hang of it. On a chilly autumn night like this, a bonfire chillers to get conversations going was a perfect setup. We then had a chat with the organizers.
Yes, exciting enough. This is our first event. Very successful, I must say. We started planning the event last year around about December. We saw a need because we actually saw space that there is actually a need for such an event in the province. You know, we've held about 4 district camping series, you know, and that propelled us to say, but let's do a provincial one. And this was the inception of it. So just by virtue of hosting those series in each district, which is we started with Botswana, I went to Kenneth Kaunda, Dr. RSM, and then Akamudiri Molema. In the end, we decided to, but let's do a collective one that's provincial. It's going to be on a regular, maybe twice a year, maybe once a year.
We also had a chat with some of the campers who shared their experience with us.
Yeah, no, it's very nice here. Very nice experience. Reduce amonati. Camping is a very nice thing because, you know, we like it.
Yes. Oh, okay. So is this something you do every now and then?
Yes, we do. I mean, we have been in Desalegn about 3 months ago. Is it 3 months? Yes, 3 months ago.
Okay, where are you from though?
We are from Sasolburg in the Free State.
What?
Yes,
so they traveled all the way to here?
All the way.
Wow.
All the way, and you know, we didn't feel it. Camping is for everybody.
Thank you.
Camping, we enjoy nature, we enjoy ourselves, and so camping is not for a certain age group. It is for everybody.
Camping is for everybody. Can we see Tente ya rona ka moga? Me wena o siame mare.
Ke hantle ma wena.
O hantle. Ke kopa go kokota mo ga gago ge o mpontshe tente ga go gore
You are welcome.
Oh, this is very beautiful. And very spacious at the same time.
Yes, spacious and happy, warm. The room is very warm. The room is comfortable. As you can see, the bed. Yes, we enjoyed everything.
So So as you saw there, that was just a normal tent. Well, something that people normally use in any camp, but we saw another different one, and Zwei here is about to tell us more about it. Zwei, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
us about your tent.
This one is more about the features. The features involve your safety. You know, everything is in one tent. What do you try to do in the space of adventure? We didn't want to do, like you said, the usual tenting. Let's try to infuse, you know, the corporate space with this. Let's try to infuse fashion with this. The untapped market, even to know, we try to introduce them with this kind of thing. You see this one, like you said, you've got everything, your intels, everything, all these fridges. When we're done here, when you pack this, it's just one trailer.
That's a fridge there.
The fridge is over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a fridge over here.
That's a fridge.
You've got your stove, you've got your gas bottles. Everything is just intact.
Oh, okay.
Intact. And then when you close it, it's just one trailer.
Okay.
As you come this side, this is your room.
Oh, okay. There's an upstairs as well. Wow.
It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark, but like I said about safety, you see your bed is on top here. Things like your snakes and whatsoever, they cannot just get in here.
Ooh, I love this.
After all that meet and greet, it was now time to dance the night away. Up next, we look at the first day of the camp.
So this is how the first morning of the Bupirima Camp Festival 2022 looks like, and we are taking a morning walk. As you can see, something happened here. What happened? What happened?
Yeah, the road was slippery. That's all I can say. And this happened.
This is your first time taking a morning walk?
Yeah.
Wow. How are you finding it?
I'm enjoying it. I would say I'm enjoying
So
it.
from Monday you're gonna start walking, or from tomorrow?
From tomorrow.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
girl. Oh yes, oh yes. It's your second time taking a morning walk.
Yep.
Second time in your whole entire life. And first time with a partner. First time with a partner. Oh, so you've been doing this all alone. How does it feel doing it with a partner?
Doing it with a partner, it's actually a different experience. Yeah, and actually it's a good time where, you know, as partners you can grow your relationship and, you know, revive your love and the energy and all that. Yeah.
Yes. So how do you feel about this? Is this your first time?
This is my first time.
Wow, and you enjoying it?
Yes, a lot. The fact that I saw that guy fell. I'm sorry.
When all that walking was done, it was now time for some games. You'll agree with me that walking and playing works up an appetite.
It's a mix.
Okay. What's so special about
What's so special about this is the taste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it means there's a special ingredient there.
There's a special ingredient and
You
a
share it
normal.
with us?
Come again?
You share it with us?
My mama taught me never to share the secret recipe.
Beef boiki, and I'm mixing your veggies, but my veggies I'm gonna fry it on the side while I fry my meat with the onion that I just put water in. So I will be sauteing my meat and onion on the side and sauteing my vegetables on the other side, and at the end then I mix them together.
So what is special about this meal you have?
Cooked from the heart.
Ooh, wow, I love that.
And there could not have been a better way to end the day than with an insightful massage session.
Swedish massage that's going to relieve the tension in her back and neck and shoulders. So it's called lactic acid that the muscle does build up. So that is toxins. Lactic acid is toxins within the muscle. So as you can see where it gets red, and you are right, so most of your tension is on top. So the redness is called erythema. So it shows there's a lot of inflammation, which is the lactic acid that builds up within the shoulders. So what also happens is with that, you can sometimes get low back tension from your head, like light migraine sometimes. So this also relieves that. People don't believe it, but a back and neck massage relieves so much pain from if you suffer from migraines, headaches in the morning. So it's not just about relaxation, it's also about your overall health.
Paragliding is Maung's hottest go-to spot for organic and homegrown meals made with love by the foodie who saw the need to unite socialites in Botswana.
We're in Maung. This is about 1,000 kilometers away from Gaborone, which is where I'm from and where the whole food brand started. But I feel like we are so heavily rooted here. Maung is my winning place. I came here for high school and I passed nicely, even got a scholarship to go to South Africa, to Monash in South Africa after this. So Maung has always been a place where I win. So throughout everything that we've tried, the many locations that we've been at in the past couple of years, I think we finally found a good home here in Maung.
Colorful and tasty, Ngqingqi is driven by her love for good food. Almost every item on her menu is through improvisation.
Rent is such a big challenge for small businesses, especially if we're still growing. If you're like a franchise and you're big everywhere else, you know, like the other ones that we know, then rent is an easy thing for them. But it's one shop, one man, you know, food. You have to be making enough to actually cover everything. That means you have to be cooking like volumes and volumes of food. And this is what we're really just trying to get people to, you know, to know about us, so that we're able to like make a deep living out of food, which is very possible because we see with very big franchises what's going on.
The spot is quaint and intimate, but it does the job and provides for the niche market in Maung.
Most of my recipes, it's food that comes from my dreams. Like I taste it before I cook it, before I even know how, but I can taste it in my mouth. So I know exactly now what to put in so that it goes, like it becomes a final dish. I don't know what that is, but it's just kind of a thing that happens. I never know, especially for like my meal of the day, like everyday lunches, I never know what it's gonna be. I kind of dream about it, or it just kind of comes to me during the day. I get inspired by a flower, by a person, by a hat, by the road, by the breeze, by the rain. And then it's just like, okay, now I can taste what I wanna cook, so I'm gonna go. So it's magic in a sense.
Once a year, thousands of people from around the world flocked to the usually quiet Ghanaian towns of Guahu and Alibi for a paragliding festival that residents hope may establish the West African nation as a hub for extreme sports. This year marked the festival's return to its annual schedule after the COVID-19 pandemic forced organizers to postpone the last 2 years. Around 400 people registered for tandem flights with professional pilots, rivaling some of the festival's most popular years, with dozens even bringing their own equipment to fly solo. The country's first tandem paragliding pilot, Jonathan Kwe, spent years working to get this certification and now hopes to share his love for the skies with his fellow Ghanaians. Jonathan first flew in 2006, the festival's second year, as the passenger of an American paraglider, and he's been paragliding ever since. Having acquired his tandem certification during the COVID-19 pandemic, he is now the only Ghanaian at the festival certified to carry others into the clouds.
Most people think it's not a safe sport, and people have like a mentality of like, oh no, these are only for white people, that kind of thing. And all those people who say that, they've never been here, so they always discourage their friends, don't do it. But when their friends come and they do it, and like, but it's that easy like that, so why haven't I been doing like that? Then they ask me, where can I learn? How do I go about it? Then I also start giving them information.
He was one of only 4 Ghanaian paragliders to fly solo at this year's festival, 2 of whom lived outside of Ghana. But the scene is growing, thanks in part to what Quay said is the sport's innate quality of fostering community.
I'm just like the John the Baptist that's trying to open up a space for everyone. My main agenda mostly would be like to have a small nest somewhere where people could come home. Even if they're hobby pilots, every weekend, come chill out, fly, have fun, and like go home, like something to chill out. Like so to create a community where people can come learn something about the sport or come and fly on their own.
Stephen Owusu Asamoah, a Ghanaian living in the United States, returned to his hometown of Gwahu with his own kite and gear earlier this month, eager to participate in the festival after learning to fly last year. He said he already felt a part of a tight-knit group of Ghanaian paragliders, despite having met Quay first online and the others only that weekend. Representation is necessary to encourage people to try new things, he said.
Jonathan is based here, and I think Kenichi is also based in Ghana. The other 2 of us, we are outside, like Switzerland and myself in the US. So, sometimes representation is good. When you see people that look like you doing what you're doing, you're like, oh, I could also get into it. You see what I'm saying? So I feel it's going to really motivate a lot of people, like, oh, if Stephen can do it, maybe Francis can do it. And people are open to the idea that they could actually put their mind to something and get it done.
Quay said paragliding has taught him lessons that have reshaped his personal life in ways he never thought possible. By helping others to fly, he hopes to pass on the principles like patience, tranquility, and risk assessment that have so greatly benefited him.